This is my second part of who won versus who should have won in the Total Drama series. And after I do this, there is a chance that for like a third installment, I'll have them like compete in season. As always, I am very interested to hear your guys' input and your opinion. Keep in mind, this is only my opinion. Let me know as I do this who you think should have won. Alright, let's get it. And I'm going to be doing both seasons of Reboot, so spoiler warnings ahead. Alright, pack a tale. Total Drama did like an odd thing for this season, and they chose the two most likely people to win a season and made them win. And at the end of the day, you're like, huh, I mean, they deserved it, right? They earned it. They didn't float. They had connections. I mean, all in all, you can't hate, but at the same time, you're left wondering, like, look at all of this cast. Look at this ridiculously goofy cast. And when you see the winners, you're just at the end of the day feeling like it could have been more. It could have been wilder. It could have been more explosive, a lot more goofy, and they went with the two safest bets as winners. So right off the bat, let me just tell you who I don't think should have won, point blank. Period. Amy, nah, bro. I hate Amy. I've already expressed multiple times why I think she's horrible. Heather acts like an asshole. Everyone treats her as such. Amy does it even 3 times worse, but no one bats an eye. At least Heather gets the repercussions. She does not. Sugar, ugh. Max, I used to hate Max, but I've come to appreciate him like a little bit more. He's not the bling bling boy I once used to hate, but I still don't think he should have been the winner. I think he should have gotten third though. No reason to eliminate him. Like Chris, if anyone should sue Total Drama, it's not Courtney, it should be him. Because Chris said, you're eliminated because I feel like it. Like, can you imagine if Jeff Probst did that to someone? Rodney, you for sure go to Diddy parties. Get out of here. Topher, you were comedic relief wannabe. Dave, you crashed out. Beardo, I really like your beatboxing and you should have been like 4th out, but not first. And Leonard, honestly, out of all the males besides Sean, you would honestly be my pick to win next, as goofy as that is. I think if they really tried on a story based on someone like you or your character, they could do it really, really well. And a concept I saw that worked really well for Leonard is like the farther he goes in the game, someone would ask him like, Leonard, why do you like LARP and dress as a wizard all the time? Because even Leonard himself calls it LARPing and role-playing and grottos and gremlins and everything. I think it'd be smart, like if we got to know him, he'd be like, well, I donate my time and a lot of, you know, my support like goes to children hospitals, so when I dress up like this, it makes them laugh and, you know, they love it and whatever, and it makes them happy. And I think that storyline for Leonard could have been like amazing. But even then, that is just a big what if, and I definitely don't think Total Drama would do it. Amy and Sammy, they could have had a lot more going for this season, but at the same time, when they both get out as early as they did, it's like, oh, all right, not bad, I guess. Scarlett, I would have definitely loved for her to win, but I don't know if that's really how the season should go, is with the Scarlett win, because when you rewatch the season, you look at Scarlett, you're not really rooting for her, which comes down to my like final two. It's Ella and Jasmine. Those are the two I think who maybe should have had a chance to win this season, along with Leonard. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I really think Leonard should have been given a chance. Like, I almost would have put him up there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to restrain. Ella, Jasmine, I'm honestly just gonna put you two up there as the people who should have also probably maybe had a chance to win, because seeing either of them replace whoever, I really wouldn't mind seeing any form of combination of the 4, because either way it would be fire, like regardless. And Jasmine, whether she wins with Sean or she like beats Sean and then makes it to the finale with someone else, Jasmine is definitely a good pick for an alt winner. And in some way, I definitely think she deserved it. All right, oh boy, Redonkulous Race. This one, when I think about it, it's just a little bit tiring because you have to watch so many episodes of the season just to get a very anticlimactic winner set where you're like, oh, meh. And I just wasn't a big fan of this team at all. Like, I only remember one moment from MacArthur because she said one funny joke. And there's a lot of other teams who I think deserve the dub more. Let me get through the ones who didn't, because that's easier. The Tennis Pros, I actually love them, and I almost want to debate that they should have won, but I don't know how much plot armor they would have had to have in order to win, you know? But I think in terms of comedic relief, they are some of the best in Total Drama's entirety. Mary, you and your nose weigh this team so much down. Fashion bloggers, I mean, you're a good little shout out to the creators, but at the same time, meh. Taylor, you drag this team down, but I do love Kelly. Stephanie and Ryan, meh. Carrie and Devin, like, get a room already. The Rockers, meh. I actually do really like Lori. I think her and Elodie would have been a fire team. The Twins, I also thought were a fire team, but at the end of the day, meh. They, like, you knew from the start they were placement holders. All right, and that leaves us with these four. Now, these four, I think, should have been the final four, and any of these, I think, would have been amazing fire winners. However, Jacques, Jose, I think the, like, goths cursing you or someone cursing you is hilarious, and I definitely think you guys not getting the gold medal that you want is definitely the karma and wake-up call you need, because they were after blood. They were trying to kill people. They weren't trying to eliminate people. They're trying to eliminate them from the earth. Look, I'm gonna put it bluntly, the goths and the father and son team, they should have been up there with the winners, bro. They should have had a chance. Imagine how much Dwayne would have loved to win all that money, and the wasted potential between, like, these two teams is crazy. And they were so close. The goths were so close. That's what drives me crazy, is because I wanted them to win so bad. And I really, really believe the writers did not let them win solely because Gwen won and they didn't want to let two goth girls win, or people might start raising an eyebrow to, like, the director's choices. All right, since I already have Jeff in a should have won scenario, I remember very distinctively that I said DJ definitely should have been someone to take into consideration to winning. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna put DJ right there since Jeff has taken up 2 spots. And as you guys have been waiting for, it is the reboot cast. Who should have won versus who did. Let's just get season 1 out of the way. Bam, bam. And trust me, I am very aware there are no alt winners in, like, the reboot, but in my head I just pretend there are because it's so much simpler. And really, honestly, they should have just kept with tradition. Now, for the second season, that does make it a little bit tricky since there are 3 in the end. But I'ma just say the main winners of that season were Wayne and Julia, because Julia really deserved to be a winner in that season. Julia tried everything she did to win, bruh. Now, people who are completely off the table for both seasons, Caleb didn't deserve it in season 1, and even as far as he got in season 2, it's just meh. Like, he's an alright character. Nichelle, in my opinion, had the best character design out of everyone in the reboot cast, and I was rooting for her so hard in both seasons, but she just ended up becoming a pick-me in both seasons. Ripper, hell nah. Millie, once again, I was expecting so much from you, but you are just so mundane. You're just boring. And due to personal biasism, Chase and Emma. However, I do recognize that with plot writing and good potential, they could be, like, alright winners. So there's 2 people who stick out like a sore thumb here, and it's Axel and Scary Girl, because as much as they should have won, the writers didn't give them a chance. And I think Axel is what really, like, pisses me off, because she's just like Eva, she's just like Joe, and the writers hate that for some reason. But they'll give MacArthur all the chance in the world, like, bro, get her off my screen. Put Axel there instead. Like, what are you talking about? Why do they always snuff these strong potential potential's out. She's a strong female who has anger issues and don't know how to, like, shut up. I've read that dialogue before. Give her a chance. You know what? I'm mad. She should have won. Same thing with MK. I've said it. MK should have won every day. I love her voice actor. Out of everyone's VA, MK got it the most. And you know what? Let me just go ahead and put Raj away, because I'm not playing. Like, Z and Damien, these four right here should have been it. And out of these four, Bowie and Julia, who are the ones who didn't even win, are the ones I prefer more. Like, Total Drama, I feel like they do this on purpose. Total Drama and Survivor have this weird issue where they will literally try everything possible to maneuver around a good cast or a good winner. And for Survivor, I know, you know, they can't choose a winner. It's not up to Survivor who wins. But why is it when it comes to second chances or redemption or whatever like that, how hard is it to choose a cast where every single person would be a good winner? How hard is that? And in theory and speculation, why wouldn't they want that? That is ratings through the roof. But what do I know, man? What do I know? All right, and in its entirety, there we have it. The people who should have won in purple and those who did in white. I might make them verse each other or just make them do their own separate seasons. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments your opinion, and I dare every single one of you to have a good day.